Good evening, everyone. I'm going to take this opportunity to post this video of how to play the shoe pattern, a system or a way of playing Baccarat that I came up with that is very successful. It wins a lot. You can lose, every system can lose, but the probability or the chances of you losing is great. It's going to take a real bad streak in order for you to lose, but it can happen. Just be aware of that. But it doesn't happen as often as you would think. It's one in 1,000 shoes you may run into a problem. But we're going to use this simulation, and I'll show you who it comes from. It's from B&B Simulations. If you go to his channel, he has thousands and thousands and thousands of shoes that you can look at and watch. I'm going to use this one here. It's number 75, Shoe for Virtual Betting, as you see at the top. And I'm giving all this credit to B&B Simulation. This is his program. I'm just using one of his games to show you how I play what I call the shoe pattern for Baccarat. Okay? So all we're going to worry about is this one little box right here. That's the only box we're going to care about, is this one right there. Okay, so let's get started, and we're going to wait for the first 6 results to show up before we even start betting. While the 6 results are waiting to show up, I am going to do a little chit chat with y'all while we're waiting. Okay, this system is very easy to play. It doesn't take a whole lot of concentration. You just have to know what the first row is, what the first 6 results are, and then we're going to play. The betting system that you use, it works good with martingale, but always with martingale, be cautious, because if you get that long streak, you will go bankrupt ever so quickly. But it does work really well with the martingale system. You can use the flat betting system, and you can win. And if you do lose, you will lose a very small amount. I'm talking like maybe, say you go in with $1,000, you flat bet it, and most of the time the shoes you're going to win anywhere between $100 and $300 a shoe, sometimes more. Or you could lose flat betting the shoe pattern and may lose $100, maybe $125, $150, but you're not going to lose a whole lot of money. So with that being said, we're fixing to get up here on the last results, and I may pause it before we start. So whatever betting system you want to use, that's up to you. You figure out that part of it. I'm just going to show you the way to play it, and then you use whatever betting system you think will best fit this system. I personally use the martingale system because I know the risks that are involved, and I know the potential of this system, and the chances of me getting that losing streak on any given shoe, I'm willing to take that chance. That's me. I'm going to use the martingale system. But then again, I know the system. I know how it operates, and I am very comfortable using the martingale system. But you do have to have a nice bankroll. We're going to assume that we are at Boomtown here in Biloxi, Mississippi. They have a camera that shines on a table with a live dealer that projects the table on a video screen somewhere else in the casino. So when you're at the video casino game on the screen, you are playing at the same table that costs $15, but now you are playing that same table for $5. So we're going to play at Boomtown. We're going to play on the video screen that shines on the live table and use the results, and we're going to bet at $5 is going to be our base unit of betting. So let me explain the system to you real quickly, and this is very brief, and this is the original version of playing the shoe pattern. I have an advanced system of playing the shoe pattern that I will show at a later date if someone requested or enough people request it. But other than that, I'm just going to show you the basic version of the shoe pattern. Okay, let's pay attention now, and here we go. In row number 1, you see that it's player, banker, tie, player, player, banker. Okay, that is our pattern. Okay, see where that tie is? Where the tie is? Whatever shows up beside that tie in row number 2, that now becomes that spot. So if it shows up to be a player, then it's going to be player, banker, player. If it shows up banker, then it's going to be player, banker, banker, player, player, banker, right? So let's get started. We're going to bet $5 on player. Let's go and zoom this in a little bit so we can keep up with this. And let's let the video go. So we're going to bet $5 on player, because whatever in row number 1 is, that is what we're going to bet for each row all the way across. We're going to use that pattern right there until we get to spot number 3, and then we'll figure out what that tie is going to be. It's either going to be a player or a banker. Okay, we bet $5 on player and we won. We are done with that row. You don't bet no more. That's it. You won your $5. Sit back and relax. Wait for the next row to start. But we're going to let this play out, because in this next result is whatever shows up next in row 7 in spot number 3 is going to take the place of the spot in row number 1, place number 3. So that tie is now going to become a, come on result, where you at? It's coming. Player. So let me stop this real quick. That player now becomes the tie. So your pattern, your shoe pattern, is player, banker, player, 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 banker. That is your shoe pattern. You will play that pattern for each additional row throughout the shoe, or until you win your win goal. Okay? So let's play it out. I'm going to fast forward it now, because we're going to wait for the next row, because we're done with that row. We won at the very first. Okay, now we're at the top row. We're going to bet $5 again on player, because row number 1, spot number 1 is player. So we're going to bet player. And we won again. We're done with that row. You don't play no more. You're done. I play at a $25 level, but I'm just using $5 increments to make it simpler for everyone else. And we're done with that row. You won your $5. If you're playing at a $5 level, you probably have a small bankroll, and if you can get a 10% win off your $100, which is only $10, then you have won, and you have already done that. But anyway, let this continue out. I'm going to fast forward it. Now let's go. Oh, went too fast. Okay, now we're at the top of the next row. We bet $25 on player, and we lost. Okay, so now we're going to bet $10 on banker, because in row 1, spot number 2, it's banker. So we're going to bet banker for $10. And this will be our third win if we get it. And we got our win. So now we've already won 3 times. We had to pay a little commission on that banker, but it's no big deal. We got 3 wins. We are done with that row. Now we're going to wait to the top of the next row, and we're going to start again betting the pattern that is in row number 1, which in that tie is actually a player now. So let's go and fast forward this. Okay, so then we go back up to the top, and we're going to bet $5 on player, because we're using row 1 as our pattern, which is player, banker, player, 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 banker. The tie, remember, whatever shows up beside the tie takes its spot. So we got $5 on player, and we got our win. You're done with that row. you can sit around and wait for the beginning of the next row. So let's fast forward it. So we've already got 1, 2, 3. We already got 4 wins, and we ain't spent but $10. Let's fast forward this. Okay, now we're at the top of the next row. Now we're going to bet $5 on player. We're only looking for 1 win per row, and that's it. And if you do this at a $25 level, like I do, I get a $100 win per shoe, and I'm done. And you won again. You got player at the very beginning, so you're done with that row. You can go get a cup of coffee, walk around, stretch, watch, whatever, but you are done with that row. You've won 1 time, and that's it. Let's fast forward it. Okay. This system is so easy to play, and it wins so much, it's ridiculous. And I have a advanced version of this. If you would like to see it, please let me know. Again, we're going to bet $5 on player at the top of this row, because row number 1, spot number 1 is player. So now we bet player in row 37. That's going to be 37. And we lost. So now we're going to bet $10 on banker, because in row number 1, spot number 2, it's banker. So now in row 37, spot number 2, we're going to bet banker for $10. And this is why I use the martingale system. You can figure out whatever betting system works best for you. I'm not going to tell you how to bet and how to spend your money. I'm just going to show you how to play a system, and it's up to you to figure out what betting system you like to use that fits you. For me, I like martingale. Okay, we lost again. So now we got 15. Okay, let me pause this. We went a little too fast. I was talking. So in row 37, we lost $5, right? Because we bet player and we lost. It was banker. Then we bet $10 on banker, and it come up player. And then row number 3, remember that's where a tie is, but right beside it is a player. So that's our pattern is now player, and we won. So you had 25, 10, $20 on player, and you won. Because in row 7, spot number 3 is player, which takes the spot of spot number 3 in row number 1. I hope you understand that part. Okay, but we're done with that row now. We've won again. Whatever. Let's fast forward this. Okay, again, we're at the top of the row. We're going to bet $5 on player. This is what I call the shoe pattern. Whatever the first six results is in row 1 is what you play the rest of the shoe each and every row. And we lost $5. So now we're going to bet $10 on banker, because in row number 1, spot number 2, it's banker. So in 43, spot number 2, we're going to bet $10 now on banker, because we lost on the first one. Like I said, I use a martingale system. I'm very comfortable using the martingale system. I totally understand the risks that are involved with it, and we got our win. So now we're done with that row. Don't bet no more. Wait till the top of the next row. Let's fast forward it to help the process. Speed up a little bit. And okay, now we start again at the top, and we're going to bet $5 on player. And again, you bet whatever denomination you want to bet with. $5, $10, $15, $25, $100, $1,000, whatever you want to bet, it's on you. Just make sure that you have enough room, that you don't exceed the table max before it's time. And we won. We won our $5. We are done with that shoe. You can go sit around, do whatever you want to do. But if you play the system the way I designed it and the way I have it, then you got to have patience. That's why I said at the beginning, you got to have patience to play this, because you're going to be sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing for a while until you get to the top of the next row. I've never had a casino tell me they need more action out of me. I've never had them run me off the table. I've never had them question me or about anything. So I just play it, and it's fine. let's fast forward this to the next one, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. I think I've shown enough. So again, we're at the top of the row. We bet $5 on player because in row number 1, spot number 1, it's player. So now we bet player. Row number 1 is our pattern. If there's a tie in row number 1, whatever shows up beside it in row number 7, that now takes its spot. Like in row number 1, that tie. In row number 7, it became player. So now that row number 1, that tie is a player. Okay, row 55, we lost $5. So we bet $10 to go to banker. We lost that. So now we go to $20 and we're going to bet on player because that's what the pattern says, player. So we're betting $20 now on player. Like I said, you gotta have a good, and we got our win. So we're done with that row, and you go to the next row. Okay, I'm not gonna show no more. I'll let the thing go 60 minutes into it. But whatever the first 6 results are in row number 1, that's what you play for row 7, 13, 19, 25, 31, 37, blah 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 until the shoe's out. I go for a $100 win, and I'm done. I play at a $25 level. It takes no time whatsoever to be in and out of that casino with $100 in my pocket, walking out to the next one. Okay? So if you have any questions about how to play the shoe pattern for Baccarat, please let me know. I will try to make a video of it or do a better explanation of it, so that you can understand it. And there's also an advanced version of the shoe pattern, and I will show you how to play that if you want to see it. It's not something that I like to make a video on because it takes a long time, but if you want to see the advanced version of it and where you can make a whole lot more money, I can show you that version too. But for right now, this is the original basic version of playing the shoe pattern that I come up with, and I'm telling you, it has a very high 95% win rate if you play it as it's designed to be played. If you deviate from it, you mess up your betting, then that's on you. If you play it as designed, 1 win per row, you will make a lot of money. And if you play the advanced version of it, you will make a shitload of money with it. Again, you have to have a bankroll to play the advanced system. This way, you go in there with $1,000, $5 table, and you can play all day long, and you're not going to lose hardly anything, and you'll make a lot more money. If you do lose, it's going to be very minimum. You could take 1 loss at a $5 table and recoup it on the next shoe just ever so quickly. So anyway, this is what I call playing the shoe pattern. I just felt like I needed to make it for all my other subscribers that were following me when I was doing Baccarat. I kind of just ditched them all at one time and didn't tell no one or say nothing. I just did it, and that wasn't right. And I feel like I needed to share this with y'all and keep it on my YouTube channel so that everyone can see it and enjoy it and make money. Okay? Again, every system works until it don't. This one is really, really hard to lose if you play it the right way. You deviate from it, you get your bets off, or you use the wrong betting system, that's on you, not me. I'm just showing you how to play the system, how often it wins, and that's kind of like that's it. I mean, I can only show you how to play it. I can't play it for you. I can't bet for you. I can't tell you what to bet, how much to bet. I'm just showing you a system that works, that's very strong. If you apply the rules and regulations that I put forth on this video as far as how to play it, you will be successful. Again, everything wins until it don't win. That's in everything. So Alright, y'all, until next time, this 10% craps out, and I felt like I need to make this video for all my YouTube video subscribers that were following me when I was doing Baccarat. But this is the original version of how to play the shoe pattern. Alright, y'all, until next time, this 10% craps, I'm out.